movie villains though, like I love a villain way better than a good hero. Like Christoph Waltz as Hans Landa and like Inglourious Bastards is one of the best villains of all time.
Because he doesn't think he's a villain. Hans Landa thinks he's the good guy.
Yeah, precisely. Actually, his Mr. Silver character in Skyfall was also really good. But like, like Roscoe P. Coltrane on the Dukes of Hazzard, or like Gary Oldman playing Mr. Zorg in Fifth Element, like those just slightly psychotic bad guys are just such fun characters to watch. I love a good villain. What's your favorite villains?
Oh,
Woody, what's your favorite?
Oh, I need a second. Favorite villain.
All right. What about you, Kyle? You always got you're quick on the draw.
Probably Prince Joffrey from Game of Thrones. I think he did the best.
Yeah.
I think he did the best job of making me hate him. And
God,
like,
I would probably punch
there's
that
something
kid
about and if it's Thanos, like I know I stand no chance against Thanos, and that's almost a redeeming quality of his. That you can't say one thing for the guy, he's tough, but Joffrey is hiding behind this bullshit power. If Joffrey and I faced off, I could beat him to death. I could slap him around and make him cry and beg, but I can't.
Kingsguard's going to fuck you up.
Exactly, but I can't do those things, and that almost makes me hate him more. That he doesn't deserve to be as awful as he is. That he's hiding behind this silly power of his. Something about I hated him.
I'm with you. I read something one day, like where that kid, like whoever the actor was, kind of like the little Malfoy kid in Harry Potter movies, like has had a hard time finding a job because like he did such a good job. Like everybody hated him so much, nobody wants to work with him. Like
that Malfoy kid is a little.
So well.
That Malfoy kid embarrasses himself a little on social media because he hasn't gotten a lot of acting roles. He did just do this movie called it was like a crazy hack 'em up action movie called like They're Going to Kill You or something. It was good. It's on Prime, but I saw him in that in a small role. But he's always posting pictures of him dressed as Malfoy as like an older version of that character, hoping he'll get cast in some new project.
Okay,
and
I gotta let it go.
Like these aren't like cell phone selfies. Like, haha, Halloween! I went as myself. Haha, filthy Potter. Am I right? It's not that. Like he's in like well posed and shot. Like someone did his hair and like he's wearing the Malfoy clothes. You know what I mean? Like he posted.
That does seem a little thirsty. But that Joffrey kid though, same thing. Like I only saw a few seasons of that. Hated that kid. Like
he quit acting.
Did he?
Yeah.
All right. The first one I thought of was Darth Vader because he's a great pick as a super villain and he's scary and he's got a presence and an aura about him that's crazy, but he's too mainstream. I didn't want to be the guy who picked Darth Vader. Kyle's Joffrey pick, I wish I came up with it. He's amazing. Like you, Chris, I sort of genuinely had negative feelings towards the actor until his character died.
Yeah.
And then I thought, oh, you know what? I appreciate your amazing performance. I felt stuff for real. The villain I'm going to list that no one else will think of, I hope, is the Lots of Huggin' Bear from Toy Story 3. That guy is duplicitous. He's a fucking evil guy. He's got him in that freaking incinerator going towards the end. And I'm like, this is as good a villain as you can come up with. Lots of Huggin' Bear. That's my choice.
That's a great, and he smells like strawberries. That's a great answer. You totally don't see him coming. He's all nice and kind of Wilford Brimley, sort of grandfatherly.
Yes.
No, that's a great answer.
I think women are some of the best villains. I think Annie Wilkes from Misery is absolutely terrifying. And I think Nurse Ratched from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest is infuriating the same way Joffrey is. It's like you have this power over us and that you shouldn't have. And I hate you. And I wish that Nicholson would bash your brains in. Yeah. And then you get to the end of the movie.
I wish that giant Indian would throw up.
Yes. Get Chief to get that bitch and choke her out. It doesn't happen.
Nope. I mean,
Star Trek. She plays a villain in that too, and she's equally obnoxious and awful. She plays Kai Wynn in Deep Space Nine. She was going to be the Pope of Bajor, but the commander came in and they kind of made him the emissary, and now she's not as important. Insufferable.
Can't think of any revolutionary ones. I mean, I liked Saruman a lot. I can't really say Sauron because he didn't say anything, and so that wouldn't really fit.
But Christopher Lee, like he's had such a regal presence anyway. Like there was this arrogance about him that came through that played really well. Christopher Lee plays good bad guy. I mean, Man with a Golden Gun. I mean, he plays great bad guys.
All those Hammer films. He was Dracula a bunch of times.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
regal's the best word for him. He did seem, and he was imposing.
But he was like a real spy though back in World War II, wasn't he?
He was in the SAS or something. And there's a famous story. There's all these little famous little tidbits from the Lord of the Rings production, but it's time for him to die, and he's going to get stabbed in the back on top of his tower by Wormtongue. And I think Peter Jackson's telling him, and you're going to go, ah! And he's like, have you ever stabbed a man, killed him, Peter? Oh, no. Well, I have. And I'll tell you, they don't make a noise. They go, and so that is what I shall do.
He was the only person I know, this little trivia, that like he talked to Tolkien.
Yeah, he knew.
Wait, who did he stab though?
In a Nazi in World War II.
Huh.
Yeah, he did all kind of undercover stuff. And also at one point he was like engaged to some chick who was like a duchess or some sort of like royal blood, and like broke the engagement because he didn't feel worthy or something, and went off to go be a spy, and then like became like this national fencing champion. I mean, the dude was like James Bond before there was James Bond. Like, he was a phenomenal person.
Yeah, that's awesome. He is very imposing in that movie. He adds a lot of, I don't know, you needed a bad guy who had something to say, and he was perfect for that role.
Gravitas.
Yeah, that's good.
Little
that's a great
je ne
word.
sais quoi.
Yeah,
Panache.
gravitas is a great
Little
word.
panache. Yeah.
That indescribable thing.
I love a good bad guy. Yeah, Roscoe P. Coltrane, though, James Best playing him on the Dukes of Hazzard, he'll probably always be one of my favorites, because he was like bad, but like when it came down to it, he wasn't genuinely bad. Like in the Ghost of General Lee episode when they thought Bo and Luke died, and he's like super kind to Uncle Jesse. Like, he kind of like, he was bad all the time. He's like naughty, but he was never like genuinely bad. Like when it came down to it, he'd do the right thing, and that was a fun character.
Yeah,
just
I think the scariest villains are the ones that actually make me nervous when they're in the same room with my character. So for me, that's people like Ramsay Bolton, because he might castrate your guy right now, and that's people like Mr. Blonde from Reservoir Dogs. He might just carve you up and burn you alive for the fun of it. He knows you're not going to talk, and he doesn't care. And that's who was I going to say? There's another one. Anyone who like this guy might just mutilate my character for fun. Negan did that to me for a while. I was afraid of Negan. When Negan was there, I was like, oh no, what's he gonna do?
Another really good bad guy, Django.
Yeah,
they're just trying to run a business. And
That hoodlum showed up to poor Mr. Candy's operation and just massacred him and all of his friends.
Mucking up the works.
What movie were we talking about?
Django Unchained. He's saying that Django was the bad
guy. Another great Christoph.
Just trying to enjoy a little fight. And what's the problem? I like that movie a lot. He's like, I remember like Leonardo DiCaprio goes to Django's character and he's like, your friend looks a little green around the gills for Mandingo fighting. Oh no, he's game. He just ain't never seen a man torn apart by dogs before. It's just like fuck. And as they're tearing that poor escaped slave apart, with the hound dogs.
Pretty good evidence against your guy's big talk with the animals. That guy couldn't even take two dogs.
That was like 3 or 4 attack dogs.
With an ostrich.
I could say I could fight a flock of ostriches.
Ostriches are much bigger than I thought they were when I said that.
I still think we can take them.